Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with a chit chat, get ready with me type of video. I have some new products from Beauty Blender that I want to go ahead and try out and share on screen with you or on camera. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. It's been a while since I've done like a full face type tutorial, but I'm gonna start by using this product from Beauty Blender, and it's called the Leveler. It's a pore minimizing primer. They have it in a couple different shades. This one is a lighter shade and it works pretty well for my skin tone. I have tried it out already and I was very impressed with it. The texture is similar to Benefit Professional. It kind of just fills in the pores and smooths everything out. So I just have a little bit on my finger and I'm just gonna kind of dot this around my face and then work it in. So basically I got a package from Beauty Blender and it had a bunch of different products inside. I've got a couple of their Beauty Blender sponges. It's been a long time since I've had one of those, so I'm excited. I'm gonna be using one again today. I also have like a mister, like a setting spray type mister. There's a travel case, a bunch of different primers. I think there's 4 or 5 different primers. Just a bunch of different stuff. So it was really cool to receive that. So thank you so much, Beauty Blender. I really appreciate it. So I have the primer set on my face. I'm gonna go in with a foundation. I'm gonna be using my current favorite foundation. I picked it up from Ipsy months ago and it's from Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. I'm in the shade Fair. I am basically out. I'm like scraping the sides of the container for this. It's like a squeezy tube, but it has a doe foot applicator. It's not my favorite as far as like application. I don't particularly care for the doe foot. I wish it was just a straight squeezy tube, but it is a beautiful foundation. Like the finish is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just making some marks all over my face. I realized I'm looking in the viewfinder on the camera and not on my mirror, so I apologize for that. Let me pull my mirror out so I'm not driving y'all crazy. And then I'm also using the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in Fair Warm. I do really like this one. I do not like the hydrating one at all. It does not work well for me. And it's actually a lot deeper. Like the shade name is the same, but it's a lot deeper. It's too deep for my skin tone. But what I've been doing is applying the foundation like this and then adding streaks for concealer and then just blending everything all at once. So here is my Beauty Blender. I already have it wet. It's ready to go. I'm currently using, or I have currently been using a beauty sponge from a different brand. I'm not sure what the brand is though. I can't remember, but it's huge. It's humongous and it's got a really sharp point on one end and then it's really flat on the other. So it's really vastly different from the Beauty Blender. It's just been so long since I've used a Beauty Blender. I almost feel like I've forgotten how to use this because even the texture is so different than the one that I have been using. And then I have the one that I recently picked up and hauled in my ANASTASIA beauty haul, which is a little bit more similar in shape. I'm sorry if you can hear it. They're doing yard work again. Like every morning this is a thing. I thought they were done. I thought it was safe to film and they're back. But the ANASTASIA beauty sponge, it's a similar shape to the Beauty Blender, but the texture is very different. It's like this one feels more textured almost versus the ANASTASIA one. It's very bouncy. Like, not to say that this one's not bouncy, but there's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like there's no like grit to it, I guess. That doesn't make sense, but it's just very, oh my gosh, that is so annoying. I'm so sorry guys. It's hard to manipulate the products with the auto selling one. I do like it, but it's not my everyday sponge. This one, I feel like it took me a little bit to get used to again. The material of this is so different, but I forgot how much I liked just the original Beauty Blender. So my foundation and my concealer, they're pretty much all the way blended out. I don't know why it's like caking right there. It never does that. Great, that's awesome, yay. Sick. Oh well, it is what it is. But you can see like this foundation, it's so nice. It's like a satiny type finish. It's not overly mattifying, and it's just so pretty. I love it. So now I'm gonna go ahead in with my powder. I'm using the RIMMEL Stay Matte powder. This one is in complete pieces, and I have a flat sponge from like an NYC powder from like 10 years ago that I keep and I wash, and I just got all over my table. I keep it in here because I like how it applies. So what I do is I apply it everywhere. I know a lot of people only apply like powder to their oily points on their face. I love me a matte face. I do. So I apply it everywhere, and I kind of pack it in heavy. If you have been with me for a while, you know, you've seen my other get ready with me type videos, you know, this is what I do. And I've done this since I started wearing makeup when I was like 14. So I rub it in, press it into the skin, and I will do that for my whole face. I love this powder. It is my favorite powder, but I do miss the NYC one that I was just talking about. They just don't sell it anymore. They discontinued it a long time ago, but it was really, really good. It was more translucent than this one. So again, just patting it all over the face. Don't worry, we're gonna use the sponge. We're gonna blend it in. It's not gonna look like straight powder on our face. It's gonna look really nice. And I also do a little bit down my neck just to kind of blend everything. So now that I have that in place, I'm gonna grab my sponge again, my wonderful beauty blender, and then just tap everything in. And this is going to just help the powder sink into the skin, and it really eliminates like that cakey type texture that you can get from over powdering if you go back in with a sponge. And I like to roll it too to really like help it press in. I feel like I look ridiculous right now. Like no one sees me do my makeup, not a full face, hardly ever. But you just press it in, and then we'll do contour, bronzer, blush, highlight, all that jazz. You can see it still looks really nice. It's not like super cakey or anything. I'm just super pale. I do have some redness here because it's been itching and I've just been scratching it. So hi, I don't match my neck right now, but we're gonna bronze and it'll be better. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my contour. I'm using this brush from NYX. I believe it's an all-over face brush. I don't remember. And then I have this single shadow from Ulta. It's in Desire. It's like a really cool toned brown shade. And I'm just going to sweep this through and apply it to my hollows and slightly above. Remember, contour is for shading, so you're gonna put contour wherever like a shadow might appear on your face. So you would apply highlighter right here because that's where the light's hitting, but right here it's shallow, and that's where you would have a shadow up here. So that's where you would apply the contour. Going in on the other side, same thing. and just blend it in. And then I always apply just a little bit to my temples as well. You do get light there, but this just kind of creates an illusion. That looks really pretty. And you can do like the 3 shape also. And then I always apply a little under my chin and jaw as well, because I like that defined point, which I don't naturally have. I do notice a big difference in my facial structure though. Since using the new face, I have a review of that up, and I'm gonna film like another review very soon. I'm gonna be using my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. Again, this one is just in pieces, but I do have a backup. And I'm just gonna basically apply this where I applied the contour, but really more focusing it slightly above. And again, that 3 shape. This is gonna warm up our face. Like, look at the difference. Look how healthy this side looks and just this side's flat. It's so nice. Again, under the chin, down the neck. And the same for the other side. Doing my makeup is so relaxing. It's something I look forward to like every day. Some days I don't do it until like 3 in the afternoon, but I try and do it every day. During this whole coronavirus thing, I think there's been 2 days that I haven't worn foundation, or not even just foundation, just like makeup in general. It was either 1 or 2 days. I don't really remember. 1 for sure, maybe 2. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my blush. I'm using Milani Luminoso. It's a beautiful golden peachy blush. There is some gold reflect in it, but it doesn't pick up very well on my skin. And you're just gonna sweep it onto the cheeks like that. You can see the difference. It's kind of lifted there. And I'm using the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter for this. It makes a great blush brush. And again for the other side. You can even go a little bit across your nose. It makes a pretty effect. And then I'm gonna go in with my highlighter, and I'm using Benefit Cookie. It's a beautiful highlight, and I'm using the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter. I guess I have multiples. This is just from their Dream Worker collection. That's why it's lavender. But this is what the highlight looks like. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to sweep this lightly on that high point, because you can see the lights hitting there. So on this side you'll see it again. It just picks up the light and reflects it. Super pretty. A lot of people apply it to like right here, right above their brow. I don't like that look on me. I don't think it suits my face shape, but I do apply it to the bridge of my nose as well as the tip of my nose. So down the bridge, that way like when you're looking up and down you can see it reflecting. It's really pretty. I learned that from Wayne Goss. And then, you know, your beauty guru, Rudolph Tip nose, whatever. He doesn't like this. I do it just to kind of blend the whole look together. It does look kind of silly when I don't have my eyes done, but then I also apply the highlight. Where's my brush? This is just a dome brush from BH Cosmetics. I apply it to my Cupid's bow also. You can apply it to your chin as well, because you would have a little bit of light reflect there. But again, I don't like how it looks with my face shape. And then once I do my brows, then I will apply some to my brow bone as well as the inner corner. So we'll come back to the highlighter. But for now, I'm going to move on to brows. And I've been doing something a little bit different. And I will show you what that is once I find my brush, because all my brushes are all mixed up. There it is. I have my brushes just in like this little glass jar, and my brow brushes are heavy. So I'm going to use a spoolie brush and just brush my brows upwards. And then what I've been doing, I saw, I think it was a video, someone shared a TikTok video to Instagram. But what I'm doing is using brow Zings from Benefit. One side is wax, one side is powder. I know this looks a lot different now. This is their old packaging. Now it's like this huge palette. But basically, I'm taking a eyebrow brush from Essence. It's angled, and I'm just dipping into just the powder, not the wax. And what I'm going to do is create my brows using this. So just kind of filling in my brows with the powder, but we are gonna do more on top of this as well. And then I'll show you my secret. Also, there is fallout from this powder, but it brushes away easily, so don't worry about that. If you're really worried about the fallout, you can definitely use the wax. It holds the powder in place. But because I'm gonna go over with something different, I'm not gonna do the wax. So you can see, like, I shaped that brow, just followed what was naturally there, and it just kind of thickened it up a little bit. I'm gonna do the same for the other side. Press too hard right there, that looks silly. So I create that front angle first. This brow is actually easier for me to fill in because I don't have a scar in it. This one has a scar. You can see I left the scar because it's my signature. But I'm just doing the same thing, just following my hairs and filling them in. I'm not overextending or anything like that. I'm just literally following the shape of my brow and my hair. Create that nice tail there, and then fill in this part that I did not. This one is a little bit more arched than this one naturally. So for this one I am gonna just go in and kind of create more of a pronounced arch. Okay, so I'm done with the powder. I'm gonna sweep the excess away. Just using a face brush from BH Cosmetics. Sweeps away nicely. I'm gonna brush through my brows again. And I'm going to, that's not it. That's not it. You think I'd be a little bit more organized. That's not it either. Where the heck is it? Found it. Okay, so this is my favorite brow product. It is from Maybelline, their Tattoo Studio line, and it's a brow tint pen in 365 Deep Brown. This is what the packaging looks like. I highly recommend this. And this is what it looks like inside. So it is the perfect brow pen. It is inky, but it creates strokes, like individual strokes, like 3 individual strokes. And I use this mostly only on the inner part of my brows to create that nice, that perfect clean look, I guess. So I'm just going to brush it through. It takes all my concentration. You can see it just kind of cleaned everything up right there. And then I'm gonna do the same on this side. I'm sorry if I'm blocking with my mirror. But it just cleans up that edge and makes it nice and defined and straight. So The last thing I'm gonna do for my brow, no, just kidding. I included another step. So I have another angled brush and I'm going in with ANASTASIA Dip Brow Pomade in chocolate, and I'm just going to carve out my brows. I'm not gonna fill them in, I'm just carving them out. So I'm gonna start here at the inner corner and just sweep this along, following the brows and the shadow that we already put down. And this carves them out and cleans it up. Okay, so you can see it's nice and carved out. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, starting at the inner corner and just following along. You're just creating a nice smooth line, because when we use the powder shadow for the brow powder, I mean, it's not perfect. It is kind of smudgy, and so this cleans it up and makes it look really nice. I'm just gonna add a little bit more right here, and now I'm gonna do the top as well. So you're kind of creating an outline for your brows, but then we're gonna use another product to kind of fill them in so that everything blends. I guess these are 5-step brows because I use the shade, or the brow powder. I use the brow powder, I use the pen, I use this, I use a pencil, and then I use Gimme Brow on top. So 5 products to make this happen. And I just recently started doing this. I was only using either this brow pomade or the Brow Wiz with the wax, but it's really red toned, and even though my hair is red toned, I do like my brows to be a little bit darker, which is why I like this chocolate shade. However, this chocolate shade is very, very deep, almost too deep for my brows. So we've carved them out. I'm going to use precisely my brow pencil. I have the shade 3.5. You're just gonna roll it up just the tiniest amount, and you're just gonna create strokes through your brows. Just kind of adding in some color and definition. I'm gonna do the same with the other brow. Just little strokes. Follow the growth pattern of your hair. And now I'm going to spoolie them again. And use some Benefit Gimme Brow just to combine everything. So doing it like this allows the lighter shade of the brow powder to come through, and it mixes with the deeper brown strokes that we did, and it looks a little bit more natural than the way that I had done them before. I know it takes a lot of steps, but I'm really liking how my brows have been turning out. If you don't like this, do your brows how you want to do them. So anyway, I'm going in with my palette from ColourPop and I Love Sada Eat. This is the Through My Eyes palette, and I'm using a Sandalwood, which is a very light sandy shade, I guess. It's this shade right here. You can see that. And it's just really pretty. I'm just gonna pop this into my outer corner and into my crease. And that's really like the only eyeshadow I'm doing. I wanted to do a more wearable type look. Like, this is what I do on a daily basis. So same thing for the other side. I'm using a brush from Farrah. It is the 35E. It's just a really large blending brush. It's really nice. I got it from Ipsy. So again, just sweeping it into the outer V and the crease. And that is that. I'm gonna use this thinner brush from BH. It's a flat shader brush, and I'm gonna dip into the same shade that I just used, as well as this one, which is called Divina, and it's like a plummy tone. And this is just gonna be my lower lash line shade. Just sweep it along. Same for the other eye. Super, super simple eye look today. All right, that's it for the shadow. I'm just gonna go in with the highlight shade, again with that dome brush, and apply this to the brow bone, as well as the inner corner. Look at that pop of highlight though, that's so pretty, love it. This highlighter kind of gives a wet type look. It's really pretty, but I do feel like it's pretty easy to go overboard with it, so be careful. Okay, now I'm gonna finish up my eyes. I'm just going to curl my lashes really fast. And I'm going to use the mascara. I've been doing mascara first and then liner. Right now I'm using Lash Next Door from Brooklyn and Bailey. I do like this one. It's not my favorite though, I just have the mini size. But I've been doing their mom Mindy, I've been doing her tips and tricks for it. So you apply one coat, and then you're going to brush down as well. So you're coating both sides of the lash and then brushing back up. This mascara does really separate your lashes and make them look a lot longer, and I just got some right there. Dang it, I hate when that happens. But I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm not gonna fix it. But it's not, it doesn't volumize my lashes, I think is my issue. It's lengthening and separating, but it's not volumizing. But it is a nice mascara. It's not waterproof, but it's water resistant. And when they get wet, it's really easy to take off. It just kind of slides off. It's really nice. So I do really like that aspect of it. So I'm trying to give it a shot. I've been using it for about 3 days now, 4 days. And I do like it, but again, it's not my favorite mascara. Now I'm gonna do the bottom lashes. I need all my concentration for the bottom lashes apparently. Can't talk to you guys at all. Okay, so the lashes are done. Now I'm gonna go in. That felt like I got it underneath. No, I didn't. I'm gonna go in with my NYX Epic. No, this isn't NYX Epic ink. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof. It is a felt tip liner, and I'm just going to draw a line. A nice angled line. And then I'm going to make the wing like that. It's not working over here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to start in the inner corner and just connect everything. Got a little thicker than I wanted it to, but whatever. Well, I also don't go all the way to my inner corner because my eyes water so much and it'll just disappear. And also I feel like it makes your eyes look a little bigger when it's about a finger width apart from your tear duct. I'm totally blocking, I'm so sorry. So usually when I'm doing my eyeliner, I'm holding right here and going over, but I can't do that while I'm holding a mirror. Doing the best I can. They don't look terrible. They're not completely off. Are these the best wings I've ever done? Absolutely not, but that's okay. And then I'm just gonna go in with a pencil liner. It's just a black one from Ulta, and I'm just gonna do tight line and waterline. And I only do the outer edge of my waterline. Okay, so that is basically the completed look. I'm gonna use this lipstick from MAC. It's from their Selena collection. It's in the shade Selena Vive. It's a beautiful nude. And I'm gonna finish by using the Beauty Blender Redo Set and Refresh Spray. This is what it looks like. You shake it up, take the cap off, take the second cap off, and then spray. Make sure you have your eyes closed. And then I'm just going to go back in with the Beauty Blender and just press that setting spray into the skin. And that is the completed look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this get ready with me tutorial-ish type video. I had fun filming it. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. I'm happy with how my makeup turned out. This is literally my everyday look. Like, if I'm not doing an eyeshadow tutorial for you guys or going anywhere special, this is the look that I'm going for. The eyeshadow shade might change a little bit, the palette might change a little bit, but foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer, highlight, contour, eyes, brows, all that stuff is the same. I might wear a gloss and the eyes might be a little bit different, but essentially this is my go-to look. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you again so much, Beauty Blender, for sending these products over. This video is not sponsored by them. I just wanted to share some of their new products. But if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. And also, if you are interested in entering my Sephora or Ulta gift card giveaway that I have going on for the month of May, then check the description box and leave me a comment telling me your favorite flower. That's what I want to know. I want to know what your favorite flower is. My favorite flower is the Gerbera daisy. I think that they're so pretty, and I also really like peonies and carnations. So tell me your favorite flower, leave your Instagram handle down below, check the description box, make sure you're following everything, otherwise you'll be disqualified. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye guys.
Words, I'll paint an invitation to let you in.